North Carolina will go to the Republicans.
This victory is not my victory. This victory is our victory. You know, if you take a look at all the negative ads against me and against any Senate candidate, more negative ads against any Senate candidate in the Senate candidate in the country.
And will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. So help me God.
Turn me around, turn me around, turn me around, ain't gonna let no fear. Turn me around, I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking. This is what democracy looks like. Tell me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
As for me, I'm specifically here so that the history books never can say everybody was just fine when democracy fell.
I woke up with freedom! I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom. I woke up this morning with my mind. Oh, yes, I did. Stayed on freedom. I woke up this morning with my mind. Stayed on freedom. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
I started dressing this way when Thom Tillis stopped letting us come in to talk to him, and he seems to have forgotten that the First Amendment includes the right to redress by your elected representatives. So I made my little costume, and for somewhere most of 149 weeks, I've been wearing it to remind him and everyone else.
You know, you have the media here trying to come up with, try to ask us if we believe the president's a genius. I've told them all I'm not a psychiatrist or psychologist, and I've never administered an IQ test, but what I saw in that meeting this week was genius in terms of leadership.
You are mistaken. Oh, yes, mistaken.
Thom Tillis has done nothing for the state, but he's done a lot for his own pocket. He's a brown-noser. He supports Trump's every move, and I think that's uncalled for.
I don't think that he's doing representing most of the people of North Carolina effectively. He's representing the far right and the rich.
Senator Tillis, do your job. Senator Tillis, do your job. Senator Tillis, do your job.
We will keep the spirit of resistance alive. Let Senator Tillis and his staff know that there is a resistance.
One-term Thom. One-term Thom.
Well, you protest, just let them know you're not happy. That's the main thing. Let them know you're not happy, so they can't say everybody's happy. That's the only reason I'm out here. Let them know I'm not happy.
And boy, they sure are pissed. You are mistaken. Oh, yes, mistaken. You think that this is your country. And though you think so, we people say no. For this is the land of the free. You were mistaken. Oh, yes, mistaken. And we bid you fond adieu. But it's not fun, but it is fun to see the fat backside of you.
Anything I can do to make sure that Trump is not in that house again, I'm going to do it. And Thom Tillis is quite he supports Trump too much. So it's time for Thom Tillis to go too.
All right, well, I just officially filed for re-election for the 2020 campaign for the U.S. Senate. I want to go back for another 6 years and continue the good work that we've accomplished under President Trump.
Immigrants are under attack! What do we do?
to be silent, so we're going to be loud. Democracy is under attack. What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
The Constitution is under attack. What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
One-term Thom.
One-term Thom. One-term Thom.
Happy New Year.
Mr. Tillis, the smiles returning to our faces.
Senator Tillis' office hears us loud and clear. He knows what we're saying. And I think the people in North Carolina know what we're saying too. And I believe that we will affect change in 2020.
Yeah, this is all about we the people. You know, it's us coming together and showing our support for each other, and to show how disappointed we are with where we are currently in this country.
A good impeachment. We wish you a good impeachment. We wish for a good impeachment and removal right now.
I mean, I think coming here really is a morale boost for everyone who comes here and enjoys the time that we spend together. I think more than anything else, it's that. And I think it gives a level of camaraderie, a level of idea that we're not alone in this fight, that we're all here, and that we are here for each other. And I think that more than anything helps us.
Departing one by one, we'll take a cup of kindness yet and celebrate their end.
Happy New Year!
Breaking news. In a major escalation in tensions between the U.S. and Iran, the top Iranian general has been killed in an airstrike while leaving the Baghdad airport.
Last night, at my direction, the United States military successfully executed a flawless precision strike that killed the #1 terrorist anywhere in the world, Qasem Soleimani.
Donald Trump has apparently decided to get on the saddle and just go wild. Without consulting with its allies, NATO, without consulting with Congress, just decided to just go ahead and do whatever he wants and take unilateral action against any sovereign state. We have a president that has just gone crazy. There's insanity, it's out of control. It's unacceptable. And it's unacceptable for Thom Tillis, as a senator of the United States, to stay silent and complacent. Instead, he should be standing up by the American people, for the American people, by the U.S. Constitution, protecting the interests of the United States and protecting our democracy. But what he does, he stays silent, he remains silent. And that's shameful.
We believe. We believe. We believe. We believe the truth will win.
We believe the truth will win. We believe the truth will win. We believe the truth will win.
He's been a warrior.
President Trump endorses Tillis.
Really a warrior when we needed him most. Senator Thom Tillis. Make sure he gets reelected.
I'm Thom Tillis, and I approve this message.
Happy birthday! And this is our cake, and it's too windy to light the candle. So please imagine that there are 3 little candles burning, blazing, and let's sing.
Okay.
You guys can move your legs like this. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to Tillis.
I think we've made our presence known. I think we're having an impact, and I think it ripples outwardly insofar as other people picking up the phone and calling Senator Tillis and Senator Burr, for that matter, in terms of the Senate right now. And his re-election is certainly in doubt, and and we're part of that. I'd like to think that we're part of that.
We're here to tell Senator Tillis that we have our eyes on him where it comes to the impeachment trial.
Donald Trump's impeachment trial is now officially underway right alongside his re-election campaign.
You okay?
If you don't like who's in there rolling out, that's what Election Day is all about. The superpower
voting is this first step, because voting makes sure that your voice is on the rolls. But then you have to take the extra step sometimes if you can, which means making that voice louder and louder.
We'll bring some great ones in and find us whole again. And if you don't like who's in,
I think any effort to amplify one's voice is important. Politics is all about making sure your elected officials know what you think and making it very loud. And so the more varied the tactics and the more pestering that you are, the more you're doing in politics.
When we see our leadership telling lies and caught in scandal after scandal and, using the government and our resources for their own personal gain, then, that's really not whatever was intended. And if Tillis is supporting this or enabling it or even not fighting it, then he's not doing his job. He's here to represent us.
tell them where to stick it. If you don't like who's in there, vote them out.
We're going to send these letters. I think we're going to deliver them personally to Senator Tillis and Senator Burr. We're going to keep calling them. That's right.
Yeah.
We're going to fax them letters. We're going to do letters to the editor. What we need to do now is organize.
And I'm just extremely concerned about what's happening to the country. It frightens me, quite frankly.
Well, we got grief and we got fear, but here we are still standing here. We will rise up out of the valley, trying to get home. We find our strength and we share our pride. Nobody can steal what lives inside. We are climbing up out of the valley, trying to get home.
Do it again.
Nobody can steal what lives inside. We will rise up out of the valley, trying to get home.
I want to invite us to just ground ourselves for a moment, because joining together is such a powerful thing.
Yeah.
What we've learned in 158 weeks, we didn't intend to do this. We thought we'd be gardening or writing or painting or golfing or something. Not golfing, but But we didn't know that every single week we would show up here. We didn't know that we would feel in our hearts such a powerful drive to just stand together and learn from each other and resist what we see happening to our country. And it has woken us up. It has woken us up to the white supremacy which shapes policy in this country. It has woken us up to the greed that shapes policy in this country, and it has woken us up to corruption.
Yes.
And so we're going to stand against that. We're going to keep standing every single week, at least until November. Then we might go underground and do something even more fun. I don't know.
Imagine no corruption. It's easy if you try. Abiding by the Constitution. No more secrets, no more lies.